Something shifting. Something shifting big time. It's like we're shifting templates, the masculine and feminine, and it's connected to the dolphin energy. It's like we're taking it on at a whole new level. The moon has something to do with it. It's like the moon is illuminating our fears, what's negative, what's old, where we're stuck. The moon is literally like detoxifying us and pulling us to see and to pull away the past and what's stagnant and what has to go. And it's like, we just want to hold on so tightly. We just want to hold it. We're like, no, I want to look in the cup one last time. I want to look in it. No, don't take it. Even though we don't want it, we don't want to let it go. We want to keep looking in it. But we're focusing our energy there, and the moon needs to take that cup away. And it's like pushing our fears and what we need to see from within, deep within, and it's pushing it without. And this is the thing. It's tricky, right? Our fears are tricky because we can't always see where they're stemming from. It's like we can be creating from our past and putting it in the now. Example given. We are in a relationship. We are currently within a relationship. But we feel as though in this relationship there's fear there. Now, there's either a fear of losing one another, there's a fear of infidelity, there's a fear that it won't last. Where does the fear stem from? Was it created in the relationship? Or was this fear created from past wounds? Did a previous partner cheat on you? Was your mother or father cheated on and your parents divorced? Was a friend cheated on? Did you witness something? Where did it come from? We start diving deep within and we remove emotion. We know the emotion is there. It's there. We're going to remove it because we're going to look at it. We're going to dissect it. And we're going to see, okay, yeah, this fear came from, my parents got split up because there was infidelity in the relationship. Or I cheated on someone in the past. I had that experience. Oh, that could happen to me. And now I'm creating with that. And what ifs? What if this happens? What if? Or actually within the relationship, there's been toxicity. You need to know. This is how we see through our illusions and we build off the truths. So what the moon is showing us is where our wounds are. Where our wounds are in the past, where our wounds are in the present, as we don't want to continue bringing our wounds into the future. That's not where they belong. This is about our 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles, our fortune increase. And right now we're shifting patterning. We're shifting patterning of the old to the new. Remember, the gift of letting go of the past is starting anew, it's taking us home, our true north. 10 of Cups. Life's purpose. All right. So we're also being activated to get on mission work, to work with animals, to work with healing in some way, because what this is about is healing. And even within the masculine template, especially now, feminines can do this too. It's we have both energies within us, but being a workaholic, being a workaholic, it doesn't allow us to be centered with our energy and to be whole, because when we start overworking, we've worked too much. And we're still connected to our loved ones. So pieces of ourselves are starting to pile up without, because they're connected to our loved ones, because our focus has become unbalanced. It's all about balance. That's the key. So when we balance our work with spending time with our loved ones, having time for play, and just relaxing, recharging, being lost in the wonder, being lost in ourselves. We have to put that energy back in ourselves, the dolphin energy, put it back within ourselves. This is key to this shift, and not in a selfish way, in a healthy way, because what you focus on grows. We need to grow a little bit, so we're going to focus on ourselves for a little while so we can grow. And that's what we're doing. We're creating new self-care patterns because we're going to amp it up for the collective and really evolve. And to do that, it's all about holistic health and healing. The energy of the caduceus, the kundalini, we're going to heal, restore, repair. We're going to get back to true self because that's been distorted. And we're going to do that through our patterning. The feminine is working on insecurities with even just love of self, with not needing a counterpart to love that other person. We don't need a counterpart to love us to experience love and be happy. It's about love with the divine, love with our energies of being whole, being able to use our masculine, feminine, having the child present, being able to use that vibration, and then connecting to, we have other people in our lives, and those people need to feel like they're equally important, we gotta flip the script sometimes and be empathetic and be compassionate and find tolerance by putting ourselves in the position of one another. And no child ever wants to feel like your parent loves that person, their partner, more than them, and vice versa. Or we don't want to feel like we're unequal. This is about it's the Two of Cups, the equality, the reflection of love. Each relationship is equally important, just within a different way. We are all interconnected. We are all one. We're learning that what happens in the solar system out there affects here because we're connected. What happens here affects out there. And the connections that we're starting to see are perceptions. That's how we're going to starting to learn, because we need to see through the fabrications and the illusions of the matrix. So we need to heal and untwist ourselves to start really being that woke ninja in the Seven of Cups. Switch things up around here. And now I have talked so much. It's time to go. Where are we going, guys? Now this deck is from the full moon in Leo supermoon reading, but we didn't use it. I had it there charging in case we needed to, and I haven't shuffled it since. I don't know, the magic's left in it. So let's see what's happening. I just transported it over here. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. And I love you, Tarot. That's it. I might cry. Sorry. I'm a little emotional. This moon's really bringing out emotions. But that's part of this purification of the soul, the creation of the Six of Cups. Getting closer to self. We're going to destroy to create and create to destroy. We found strength in order to let go. We find strength to heal. We find strength to transform. We find strength to connect to our animal instincts. We have to do this too. We are multidimensional. So we are part animal. We have to honor that animal. That's ego. Because you know what? Our ego is putting our fear wherever it is, past, present, and future, and creating with fear because it's trying to protect us. It thinks it's helping us out. And it wants to be right because it wants to feel good, because somewhere there's lacking that. That's inner child healing. So somewhere inside, connected to a past wound, that inner child just wants to be recognized, heard, be here to create with. So it's like we have to acknowledge the ego that yes, it's here to protect us. It just wants to be heard. It just wants to be helped. So it could trick us too. Our ego could trick us because it wants to be right, and we're going to listen to our ego and we could be tricked. So we have to listen to our spirit, the great trickster. We're going to listen to our spirit, higher self, and that's what we're in the process of doing right now. This is all about an evolution, transmutation into a deeper level connection of higher self, integrating higher self within, so that higher self is a little bit more in charge over the ego. And we're doing that by healing, restoring, becoming friends, becoming whole. And it's our connection to the divine. And we learn who should be driving. Should ego be driving, or should higher self be driving? And at this point in time, we understand that higher self, spirit, needs to be driving. And that now the ego is tempered, tamed, healed, it's being heard, but we're like, yes, I hear you, but you know what? There's a better way to do this. Thank you for looking out, but we gotta go like this, because this is the bigger picture. This is the bird's eye view. We're believing, we're trusting, how we're having faith. The divine is here. We're co-creating. Things can't always make sense. And our past is not always coming back to haunt us. We're going to heal from it. And that's what this is about. Because we're fierce. We're fierce at this point, and we're moving on, but we're fierce in the most humbling. Like, the energy that's vibing out of this card is just like, ooh, it feels so good, because it's like so fierce and powerful in all the right ways of the light. Like, ooh, creation, rawr. But it's like, it's so airy and it's so angelic. And it's like the angels meet us, and that's our other part. So we're part animal, but we're also part God. And it's like, so our part animal, because we are part animal, meets our divinity, our light, because we are part light, as we are multidimensional, and we integrate a deeper level, more of our light, more of our divinity, and we combine it with our animalistic self. But we have to honor the two's truth, and we have to honor each truths in order to connect them. And we're mastering ourselves. We're lit. We're in the flow. That's what we came here to do. And there's the Ace of Cups. This is us. We're putting it within us. And here's the ending. This is the South Node. This is the ending to karmic patterning that creates wounding. This is, where we transition from the dark to the light. And we do so with the birth of the light. And by birth of the light, what I'm saying is it's that integration of that next level of higher self here, because we're ready to evolve. All right, and we are evolving. We have the Two of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. And we officially have our ending here with the Ten of Swords. So here we're laying down our burdens. We're having the end of our burdens. We are playing today. We are having fun today. We are laughing today. Here, we are having our ending, our official ending from the South Node. Now we create our Ten of Cups to the North. And this is connected to the ecliptic path that the moon takes, the moon's nodes, right? So now we're creating a new. There's our Two of Cups, there's a quality, and it's through us. So there's two of us, from within to without. Now we're whole. And this was a bloody battle. This was not easy. We've literally, we went in this shell. There was one of us. We went in this shell. There was one of us, and we popped out two of us. Now see, this sounds reversed. It's like, well, there's two of us. We're separate. There should be two of us, and then we should come out one. But no, because you want to know something. Before we're just listening to ego. This is the. We're listening to ego. When we go within and transform, we are learning who to listen to. We're learning our multidimensionalness of who we are at this point. And this is the birth of our multidimensionalness. Now we've created love from within to without. This is like the birth of your new self. And here's the gift of the Ace of Pentacles. And this is connected to our higher self. And it's connected to, of course, our Ten of Pentacles, our fortune increase. And everything right now has to do with the freeing of the inner child and the creation of love, the connection of love to spirit. Okay. All right, what's being activated? This is where things start shifting, because we start putting that energy within, the dolphin energy. Ooh, I love it. Hair. Very representative of spring. Spring is near. We know we're about to cycle shift. Cycles. Follow the cycles of nature and you will be rarely disappointed. As energy travels in cycles, seek balance. There is a time and a season for everything. Plants cannot blossom all the time, so be patient. Patience is key right now. The magic of this card is that it is connected to the feminine and her cycles. And that's what's happening here. The moon is connecting to the feminine cycles, and rhythms are being changed, getting us closer to our authentic tune. You know, and I feel called to get a card for the masculine, because this is definitely connected to La Luna and what is happening right now. Get a card for the masculine. I love how it just flew over like that. I just love it. Hello, masculine. Groundedness, armadillo, and red-crowned crane. Loyalty. Masculine energy, grounding loyalty right now. And you can see there is a direct connection between the sun and the moon right there. Energy's connected. Armadillo, groundedness. Without grounding ourselves, we can become disconnected and flighty. So it is an important aspect to develop. Go to the basics first. Plug into the power of the earth. Avoid drama in situations. Sometimes we need to look at the flowers at our feet before looking to the stars. Humility is a positive trait. False humility is not. Red Crown Crane, loyalty. The time has come to re-examine your loyalties. Are you able to be trusted? Keep your word if you give it. Take relationships slowly and make sure to build strong connections. What promises have you made and must keep? And that is how the energies are healing and moving forward. Masculine working on the magic that's connected to the crane. And it's about a loyalty, steadfastness in the world of instant gratification and short attention spans. Perhaps the idea of loyalty is beginning to be a lost ideal. The graceful crane teaches us that remaining steadfast to those who deserve it is a positive ideal and something to treasure. Thinking carefully about our promises and keeping our word means that we become people to be trusted by others and ourselves. And see, that helps us heal. This is all going back to our fears. you know what? If we can't trust ourselves, or we're creating with patterns that create distrust, and we're being distrustful and we're not being loyal, well, there's a fear right there. Because then we're going to think, oh, well, everyone else isn't loyal. Well, oh, yeah, because you know what? That's within us. The energy is within us. This is all about right now what we're putting within us to restore equality, to restore what we deserve, to restore what's right, to restore what's equal, the flow. We have to be creating with the patterns we want to see here. We want to see honor. We want to see loyalty. We want to see justice and what's fair in the right way. We want to see harmonics. We want to add the positive tones and the positive charges to our lives to see it. We can't be, being unloyal, we're not being trustful. We're lying around town. And we're like, oh God, these people could be doing that to me. Like, I'm doing that myself. But I'm telling you, if you heal and restore and repair, and you're, that's really healing with your chakras, you are freaking lit. And you know what? You have personal power restored because you're creating with patterning of the light, patterning that feels good, patterning that feels right, because it's what you want to feel, is what you want to create. And then all of a sudden you're stabilized, and you don't you heal from these fears, and you don't feel like everyone's attacking you or out to get you, or all these fears and negatives are coming to get you, because you're not creating with them, you're not feeding them, you're not focusing on them, they're not growing. We're healing from them. We're removing them. We're looking at them for what they are. They're here to show us something. That warning is here to show us something. That fear is here to show us something. That pain is here to show us something that we need to heal. Not that we need to grow and let take over our lives, and then we're running amok, and then things are all twisted out here, and that's what's really happened. No, we have to take back the right to heal. We have to take that right back. And if that means calling in sick today because you're really sick, and you're sick with ascension flu, then you got to get yourself straight. You got to do what's right. And all of a sudden, while I lost my job today because, I wasn't feeling well, and I took a day and I called in sick. Well, then you know what? Your life is unfolding. And then you get something better. And then you keep being in the energy of what you're creating. You don't go down farther in the dumps. Or maybe you do and you have a pity party. But you come back up and you're like, no, I'm love. I deserve love. I'm gonna love, so I'm gonna deserve it. So I'm gonna go out and create it, and I'm gonna get it gifted back because I'm gonna work for it. And I'm going to watch my life unfold. And through the deepest, darkest moments, that's when the greatest transformations happen. And that's when you see the stuff you're made of. And the way it is here, we are given enough stuff to make us or break us in any given moment. The choice is up to us. Do we want to take all the negatives here? Are we going to create with them? Or are we going to take the positives here and add them to the negatives, because this world is polarized, and we're going to add the negatives to the positives, and we're going to be a functioning battery. We're going to manifest. There's electricity running through here. We're lit. And now we're going to use that light to transmute that dark, because that dark is more fuel. And if we have too much dark, that dark's just taking up room. We got to burn it off. And we're burning it off. That's what's happening right now. We're burning it off. And divine masculine, crown chakra activations, as well as the feminine right now. Okay. Okay, speaking of loyalty, there it is. I love the dogs. Okay, 6 of branches, hummingbird. We're healing from the dark here. This is the 6 of wands. This is where we heal from where we started off our ending, right here. We're going to heal from burning away our past burdens and past templates of how we're creating, past energy patterns. We have to have a death of those. And then actually moving from the south node to the north. But now we're going to achieve our expansion, because there's the 10 of fossils, the 10 of pentacles. And there's much symbolism here for what's happened. 6 of wands, fire, victory, success, recognition, inspiration, illuminated presence. This acknowledges personal triumph, happiness, and healthy self-esteem, gleaming with presence, sparked with joie de vie. You may experience sudden illumination and a desire to share your brilliance with the world. Life feels balanced and good. The hummingbird sees beauty and wonder and joy, pollinating flowers and spreading the sweetness of life. Dazzling and iridescent with an amazingly ability to fly backward, sideways, upside down, the small body holds the big energy of a free-spirited warrior. Enlivening and uplifting, hummingbird encourages us to shine our magnificence while remaining grounded in harmony with self and others. Remember what guides you. Like hummingbird, align yourself with the nature, the earth, spirit. Be fully present as you express your radiance. This is how we inspire others and energize the world. And that's what we're doing. We're inspiring others and we're energizing the world. Through the earth, the 10 of Pentacles. Loyalty, legacy, happiness, play, love. Scampering, jumping, digging, barking, dog delights in everything, playfully prompting us to join the adventure, love wholeheartedly, and have fun in all we do. Loyal, affectionate, honest, and true. Dog reminds us that we are on the right path and life is good. This is the card of happiness, abundance, security, signaling harmony and the growth of spirit that occurs from deep sharing between family and friends. Nurture others by passing your knowledge and experience to the next generation. Perceiving fresh ways of seeing through the wisdom of strong foundations and solid values, life flows with stability and spontaneity, with steadfast devotion and a moist nose. Dog nudges us to embrace both. Discover true wealth through the joy of heartfelt celebration. You know what? And that's why I think I love celebrating so much. I love celebrating, you know what? Many times it's like, oh, you can't celebrate this is evil or that. You know what? We can heal from the past and wherever that stemmed from, as we can heal from our past and whatever hurtful roots we stemmed from. As we know, we can heal from our karmic past, our karmic wounds, what we've been with our families, and we can create a new. We can do the same thing with celebrations. You know what? I can start anew with a celebration and just make it for what it is, from the childlike, wondrous space. And if it's Valentine's Day and I want to cut out hearts and I want to spread love from and create with the childlike wonder of the universe, I'm okay to do that. And I don't need to have somebody come within my universe and tell me, you can't celebrate universe because it's not of you can't celebrate Valentine's Day because it's not of God, it's not in the Bible, it's not right, or something like this or something like that. Like, I had someone tell me I couldn't celebrate Valentine's Day. And you know what? I cut off where that stems from, whatever that evil is, and I create anew with the universe. I cut off whatever evil from my past. I cut it off and I create anew with the universe, because I'm allowed to heal, I'm allowed to restore, I'm allowed to repair, and I'm allowed to create anew. And we're creating with what's already here. It's not like we can just make a new planet. Or we're just going to make a new planet, perfect planet. Perfect is not what we're doing here. We are the Fibonacci sequence, the Fibonacci spiral, having natural growth from the old to the new. And this is what we're doing now. We're clearing it out. And we have to learn how to love wholeheartedly. And you know, here we have direct messages here. You know, dogs, loyalty, healing. Healing right now by using loyalty. Loyalty of self, loyalty of our connections, our loved ones. But you know what? The dog is an earth angel. And look at us, an earth angel. And we came here to be earth angels too. And there's a humbleness, there's a charge there. It's not like there's no ego, like, oh, I'm a twin flame, I'm a Starseed. Ooh, it's like, no. I'm here to inspire, I'm here to heal, I'm here to be in service. And I'm here to rock it with my light, and I'm here to lead the way. And we're making these ground changes. We're making these ground shifts. Now let's see. We're in a time of surrendering. Let's surrender. What are we surrendering? Surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. And this is where we let go. This is, we face our fears and we let go. And we have faith and we have trust in spirit and the divine. And that our life is unfolding. We don't add the what if charge of the unknown. We find wonder in the unknown. We find the mystery in the unknown. We're like Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. And you know what? But we're on a quest to do it with our light. Because we have that charge within us. We have the loyalty within us. We have values. We have morals. We have the key codes of the divine, of the light within us. And we're activating them. Builders of the light. Builders of the golden ages. I want to thank you for joining me here. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today. I'm working on these sun sign readings and these moon sign readings, and I will get them out to you as everything is unfolding here in due time. Love you guys. Take care.